Welcome to my channel, Awaken Your Soul's Unlimited Potential. My name is Eva, and today we are discussing. Have you ever wondered the reason why you're actually here? I mean, why on earth will you choose to incarnate in this crazy place where everything, almost things just seem to be such a struggle, and there's so much pain and growth and evolvement, right? Like it comes with, different kind of experiences that essentially if you're looking at it from the perspective of the physical reality, it's kind of like coming or choosing to leave a palace to go and live in a very poor neighborhood where you're filled with so much struggle, no food, no place to sleep, no this, no that, no warm clothes, and all of that. And yet, you've actually left a palace where all of these things were easily available to you. I mean, this is who you are as a soul. As a soul, you have everything available to you. You know everything. There's no struggle. There's no struggle with all these emotions that we have, especially in this physical reality. Like everything is just easier when you're in the spiritual compared to when you incarnate in this 3D world. So why is it that you choose to come actually leave that place and come here to learn your lessons? And like I have a couple of theories about that, but today I want to focus on one. Okay, so first of all, when you're here, I will say the greatest point of our existence is just to experience the most authentic version of ourselves, right? To become the greatest versions of ourselves by fully embodying who we are authentically and seeing what we can actually create in this physical reality with the full embodiment of our physical self, the full embodiment of our true authentic self. That's basically number one reason why we're here, just to exist and to experience ourselves in different ways, right? The second thing I will say is that to also embody all these things that we know as souls. Remember, like when you go back to the spirit world, in the physical world, you might be struggling to access certain kind of knowledge. Some people even the ability to understand certain concepts, it's really difficult, right, in the physical world, because you find that maybe your brain is not attuned to that kind of information or something like that. So even if someone preaches to you what math is and all the formulas and all of that, like even understanding that is just, you know, like beyond you. But when you go back to the spirit world, understanding certain concepts, just the very fact that you have the intention or the desire to understand that, it just becomes available to you and you have this full understanding. But there is a big difference between knowledge in theory and knowledge through experience. Huge difference. And you might have actually experienced this in the sense like think about when you were back in school, right? You've gone from primary to high school to college, right? And you've had been taught a million and one things. What usually happens when you now go to the physical, you know, practice of it, right? Now, when you get a job and you have to apply all this knowledge that you've encountered, or what is it called, of you've integrated all the way from childhood, right? What happens when you actually get a job? You find that the physical reality is so different, right, from what you were actually taught, because the physical reality can get so unpredictable. So it's kind of like, yes, you do, it's good that you have the backing of this knowledge, but you find that you have to get creative in how you handle the physical aspects, right? For some people, you might even find that you were trained to be something and then the job you get is totally different. So you have to learn the skills on the ground, right? And you could even look at the skills, like for example, becoming a doctor, right? You could learn all these concepts, right, in class and embody the different diseases and the different medicines you're supposed to prescribe, which is okay. You do need that basic knowledge. But when it comes to the ground and you're encountering certain symptoms that maybe you were not taught in class, and it requires you to tap into your intuitive skills to really diagnose that person properly, then you find that yes, the knowledge was really helpful, right, to prepare you to for what to expect. But when it comes to embodiment through experience, you find that that carries more weight, more than the theory part. And that's basically the reason why we're here. Because yes, your soul can be told about, this is what love is, this is what hatred is, so don't go and do evil things to another person. This is what it means to betray someone else, right? We can be taught that in theory, right? And you'll have a deeper understanding of it. But when you come now to the physical world to practice, you'll find that, whoa, love is not what I had been taught it is, right? I mean, think about it even right now. You might have the concept of the idea of what love is, right? You've had different people giving their opinions of what true love is, but love is something that's deeply personal for each of us. What love means to me, or what it means for me to love and be loved, could be look very differently from what it means for you, right? So you find on the practical side of it, I might have an understanding of what love is, but now when I meet this other person and I have to integrate my experiences and my life choices and all of that with this other person, you find that, that's when the real test of, do you actually understand what love is? And you have to now make it on the go and take it one day at a time, which is again the reason why you're here, to embody all these lessons that you already have as a soul. So it's not like you actually learning things afresh. You actually do know everything. And this is why I always say, like, the best teacher you can have is yourself. Your soul already knows everything. Your higher self already has all this knowledge, all this wisdom. It knows the reason why you incarnated into this experience. It knows what teachers, what people you need in your experience to help you elevate and become the best version of yourself. So building that connection with your higher self so that it can guide your path and make it much easier for you to navigate, for you to learn and evolve in the best way possible, while making that experience, I want to say, at least enjoyable for you, or not one full of pain and struggle. Because yes, you could learn when you're going through pain and struggle, right? Because every experience is always an opportunity for you to grow and evolve, depending on what perspective you take of it. If you look at life as an opportunity for you to grow and learn, every experience that you have, whether you label it as good or bad, has an opportunity to help you learn a lesson and help you to grow and evolve in a way, right? But it doesn't have to be that. If you're working hand in hand with your soul, you find that navigating that path becomes so much easier for you. So remember, again, the whole reason for your existence is to learn to embody this lesson. And number one, it's not for you to forget who you are because you're just a soul having a physical experience. Most people attach so much to the physical aspect and think that all they are is, my name, my gender, my country of residence, or whatever. It doesn't matter. That's not who you are. The titles, the money, the all that is not who you are. Who are you really is who you are at soul level, your spirit within you, who's currently living out its physical experiences, right, with this avatar that you call a body. So do not forget who you are. Do not forget what lessons you came to embody, because that's the most important thing. You do not want to get to the end of your life and have any regrets of things you should have done and lessons you should have learned and all of that when it's already too late. Of course, I would also say, like, sometimes it's never too late, because your soul never ceases to exist. So even if you don't get it right this lifetime, you'll probably get it right in the next lifetime or the lifetime after that, right? We've lived so many lifetimes. We don't always get it right on the first time round. We have to incarnate a couple of times before we finally embody those lessons. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to embody those lessons, but just endeavor to become the best version of yourself each and every moment, each and every day, through each and every experience. Do not waste any opportunity. Even though you don't get it right in this current moment, it may aim or just set the intention to be better in the next moment, right? That's the whole point of existence, and just have fun with it. Don't take things so seriously that, oh my Lord, I'm going through so much struggle right now. I must be, I must be getting punished for something. No, that's not the case. You're just being given an opportunity for you to really learn that lesson. Maybe because you've been too stubborn all along to actually figure it out on your own. So if you're watching this, take this as your wake-up call that, hey, maybe I need to take a step back and really reconnect with myself and remember, why am I here? Again, remember, it's you're remembering, not learning again, because you already know it all as a soul. So once you have that reconnection with your inner self, then you're able to remember who you are and why you're here, and navigating this life will become so much easier. I'm not saying that you won't go through pain, because pain is part of our 3D existence, unfortunately, so you cannot avoid pain completely. You'll still have to experience the painful experiences, but the degree of painfulness depends all on you and the perspective you take from that particular lesson that you've been taught in that painful way. Okay, so always, again, endeavor to become the best version of yourself. I cannot reiterate that enough. Remember, you're here to embody all these lessons that you already know at a deep, deep level as a soul. You're here to embody and live out these experiences so that you can fully understand what it means to have all these concepts. Now, what it means to love, what it means to be of service, what it means to be compassionate, what it means to be forgiving, right? you do need to go through the physical aspects of it in order for you to embody those lessons. Okay, so I don't know if my message they resonated. So comment down below and share your insights with me. I'll be curious to hear from you. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe and also click on the notification bell that's next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any content I share out on a daily and the long post on a weekly basis. If you don't want to miss out on all the insights I share, make sure that you subscribe. And also to say thank you so much for tuning in. I do have a powerful meditation, and let me tell you, like, this meditation, I designed it to help you tap into inner states of tranquility, especially in this fast-paced world where it just feels like so many things are going out of control in the physical reality, and you might be losing a sense of yourself, a sense of the direction that you're supposed to take in life. So it is designed to help you reconnect with your true self, reconnect with your inner guidance, and tap into better states of emotional and mental well-being. So if that's your current struggle, maybe you're feeling stressed, maybe you're feeling all this pressure that's surrounding the physical world that's really affecting your internal well-being, you can check out the link down below in the description box and just sign up, and you'll get a copy of this powerful quantum flow meditation that will help you rewire your nervous system and help you just access those inner states of bliss and calmness in just a couple of minutes. Okay, and just to end my video, I always share I do work with two modalities, one of which is quantum flow, which is all about rewiring your nervous system. So your unconscious mind basically is connected to your nervous system, meaning that all the experiences that you've had in your life, whether good or bad, all the trauma, all the emotional wounds, or the painful experiences, all of that is recorded in your unconscious mind, which is now connected to your nervous system. And if you have not rewired that, you can work on your mindset all you want, but if you're not working to release all this trauma at a physical level, which is what quantum flow is designed to help you do, you'll find yourself still stuck in the same old patterns, still getting triggered by old wounds that you might have thought you already resolved at a mental level. So remember, quantum flow is all about rewiring your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic well-being, so you can start to tap into higher states of well-being in all of these areas. So it's not only focused on the physical, it helps you rewire different areas of your life. So if you're curious about this, and maybe you just want to release all this old trauma and release your past love, release all the triggers that have been keeping you stuck, make sure that you check out the session down below. You can book a session with me, or if you have more questions, you can go ahead and book a discovery call or connect with me on Facebook or Instagram and message me and just ask any question that you have for me. The second modality I work with is called soul realignment. So soul realignment is actually based on working with the Akashic records, and the beauty of soul realignment is that it helps you identify who you really are. It actually goes to the root of your soul identity. Who are you designed to be? What gifts were you actually given originally that you might have forgotten through the many lifetimes that you've lived, through the many choices, negative choices that created negative karma for your blueprint? Maybe you've forgotten who you are and you've let the world influence you, and you've forgotten your most authentic self. So soul realignment is actually designed to help you reconnect with your most authentic self so that you can actually leverage and tap into this divine given gifts, and in order for you to create a better human experience, right? Remember, the more authentic self that you embody on a day-to-day basis, the more you have energy to create more of what you want. But if you go against that, you'll find that you'll be creating a lot of dysfunction within your life, in your health, in your finances, or in your relationship. So if you're tired of that, if you want to know who you really are at a soul level, if you want to actually identify what mistakes that you made in a particular lifetime ago, many lifetimes ago, that are still affecting you right now in this current lifetime, because a lot of the experiences that you currently have in your life right now have absolutely nothing to do with your life right now. It's actually connected to those past life choices that you keep on attracting the same experiences, the same people over and over again in an attempt for your soul to help you resolve this negative karma for yourself. But most people, because they do not have awareness of what those choices are, they find themselves making the same mistakes again and again in different lifetimes. So if you're watching this, take this as a sign that maybe your soul is ready to just release the karma and stop making the negative choices. So if you actually want to identify what negative choices are still affecting you currently, so that it can better prepare you going forward by having more awareness, so that you're able to show up as a better and most authentic version of yourself, check out the soul realignment session down below, or go ahead and book a discovery call. Or if you have any questions or you want to know more, you can connect with me on Facebook or Instagram and message me, and I'll always be happy to hear from you. Again, do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.